Hello Gemini, Sun, Moon and Rising, and welcome to my channel Attila Tarot. In this video we're going to look at what kind of energies you can expect in the month of December in the areas of money, career and finance. As usual, this is a general reading, so please take whatever resonates and leave the rest behind. I want to thank all of you who's been with me throughout this year. I'm really grateful. But let's jump into with your oracle card. And the card that has a message for you today is power and intention. What this card is really all about is aligning your intentions with your highest good and let love and consideration drive you. And through that, your power is going to be intensified. So whenever this card comes up, it might be that sometimes our ego kind of gets in our way. And really, this card is really encouraging you is to try to think back. What was the initial idea? What was the thing that made you start something or initiate something? Or what was the driving force? And practically go back to that, because the angels or the universe is really encouraging you to step into your power. All right, let's see what the tarot is telling us. In the center of your reading, you do have the Page of Swords. Page of Swords, like all pages, can bring you messages. So there might be an update here, a news, downloads. And when this card comes up, you can expect some delays. Maybe you are waiting for an answer, a response, and you're not getting it. But once you're getting it, it is actually a positive response. So just be a little bit patient. Page of Swords is all about being vigilant. Page of Swords is super smart, can be connected to great ideas, being curious. But this curiosity can come in many shapes and forms. It can simply tell you the message that you need to be curious, you need to look back what the initial idea was, but also it can be that other people might be curious, there might be some gossip happen, or spying. Definitely can be connected to social media. Maybe some of you are working on social media, or social media is very central or integral to the work you do. Okay, the first card in your reading is the Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles is all about waiting and evaluating. When you kind of put a lot of effort into something and you're kind of wondering, am I going to see the results or not? This can be connected to a project, a job, a business. Maybe you are on social media. And when this card kind of makes you wonder, should I go into a different direction? Or should I stay on the path? And all depends really on the results. Whatever you're able to see, you need to make a decision based on that. So there's definitely some waiting happening here, because maybe you are still waiting for the results or something. But this card is also connected to your manifestations, when you're kind of seeing some signs that, okay, whatever I've been trying to create is coming towards my way. The next card in your reading is the Chariot. The Chariot is the card of success, victory, and also can be connected to leaving the challenges, difficulties in the past and focusing on the future, charging forward. This is a fast-moving card. Things are happening fast for you. You're successful. Whatever you're kind of trying to get, I think you're going to get it. So if you've been wondering about will that news be really good when you're gonna get it? Yes, because you have the Chariot right beside it, indicating that good news is on its way. But also this card is connecting to alignment, right? We talked about being power and intention being aligned, and with the Chariot, all that is aligned because you're listening to the signs of the universe. But also, again, can be connected to moving or traveling as well. Like everybody, it will manifest in different ways for some of you. Maybe there's a trip where there's a delays in terms of something. All right, the next card in your reading is the Judgment. The Judgment is a card of rebirth, realization, recognizing something. What is your true calling? What is the path you want to be on? And answering that call. Now, some of you might be answering some physical calls as well, but all in all, this is a card of decisions and cause and causation, when whatever you've done in the past is impacting your future, your present, and the future outcome as well. But also it can signify that you're going through an evaluation. Maybe there's a role that that they have you in mind and they're kind of watching you, right? We talked about that, can be spying, but observing as well, that maybe you are being observed because you've been doing a great job and they might have some kind of a new role for you. But also can be connected to legal processes. So if it is manifesting in your life as a legal process, again, you can expect that everybody is getting whatever they deserve. Very important, whatever deserve is based on whatever they did in the past. Okay, so, and also don't be too judgmental, right? That card can indicate us, especially if things are happening on social media or some kind of a social media. Just don't be very judgmental. The Judgment card can indicate that. All right, the next card is the Knight of Wands. A court card can indicate a younger person, somebody who is very passionate, somebody who is an entrepreneur, somebody who likes new things, adventures as well. Definitely can be connected to some trips this period of time. But this is a card of productivity, when you're kind of like he's kind of the taskmaster, the builder of the tarot, somebody who knows how to build things up from the ground up, and can be a sign of great success as well. Because, if you're looking for a job, you're thinking about starting your own business, this card is symbolizing that you're going to be way more successful than you think. Okay, so the next card in your reading is the Page of Cups. Another page, again, can be multiple messages from the heart, offers, surprises as well. Maybe when the message or the update you're getting is going to kind of surprise you. But also when you have these two pages, can be gossip as well, because the pages can indicate immature energy as well, or children. But also you need to kind of pay attention with these two pages. You need to kind of balance your dreamer side and your realistic side as well, because the cups is definitely connected to our dreams, our desires, and the swords are kind of like the logic, the reality as well. Okay, so let's see what's going to be the final outcome of this reading. But before that, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hype if it's available. That's an indication that the reading helped you, and you can also help me to grow the channel, to make sure that the message gets out to those who need it the most. For you, it is only costing a push of a few buttons, and I hope that you'll push those like, subscribe, and hype buttons. And don't forget about the comment section. Let me know how this reading is resonating with you. Where are you watching from? And put in some positive affirmations into the comment as well. For example, I am successful and I can achieve everything that I want. Your reading continues here with the King of Swords. So King of Swords is a court card, can be a person, your energy, or just the general energy of the card. This is the smartest king, logical, follows the facts, and for him, one thing that matters, it's only the truth and nothing but the truth. So you can expect that the truth might come in. It can be a leadership opportunity, or it can be a judge as well that is focusing on the truth. So again, like if you're kind of looking at this angle, if you're kind of dealing with a legal process, I think you can expect the truth will come out. There might be some delays with it, but once it comes out, it's going to bring you victory. Again, some of you might be waiting for a decision about a leadership opportunity as well, but you're going to be able to get it. You're going to be the chosen one. All right, the next card in your reading is the Five of Wands, which is a card of competition, the card of conflict, and the card of training. So if it manifests in your life as conflict, well, simply it's not a hardcore one. It's one of those where people just see things from a different point of view. Maybe they have a different background, come from a different department, different industry. It can be that they're just trying to see how far they can push each other's buttons as well. Like, especially if you kind of have younger people, maybe they just kind of see, okay, how far are we able to go with this person? But also competition, right? Some of you might be going for a role, a promotion, a deal, or you might work in an industry or an environment that's just super competitive. And we need to talk about the training part as well, because you have all of these page energies. So some of you might be new in your role, and you might have these people that are pushing your buttons, and you might need to learn a couple of things, because maybe there's what's kind of interesting here, that normally would go from Page of Swords to Page or to Knight of Swords and King of Swords. And I think that some of you might be some of you might be kind of sped through the rank. Maybe you're skipping a ladder, one level, and you're kind of getting to the next one. I can definitely see that through a decision, because maybe you've been doing a great job, you've been successful, and you're kind of fast forwarded to a higher level role as well. There might be gossip about it too. Okay, so the next card is the Four of Swords, which says that it's very important that you pay attention. You're relaxed. You are resting as well. Can be connected to that you are healing, recovering from something. For some of you, it might be that maybe you don't feel that things are moving forward, especially when you kind of see this diagonal of the Seven of Pentacles, Page of Swords, and the Four of Swords. Definitely can be a sign that things are just moving very, very slowly. But there's some kind of a blessing coming here for you. As you can look at that hand, it kind of indicates that there's a blessing in the way, because the universe is working in the background. All right, at the bottom of the deck, we do have the Two of Cups, which is an indication of a great partnership. So it can be a business partnership, it can be a contract, an employment contract, a great deal, practically a relationship where two people make a commitment. So it can be a contract where everybody is benefiting from it. Now, obviously, there might be, it can indicate that there's some legal process to it, like every contract to a certain degree has a legal process. But all in all, this is a very harmonious card that brings peace. Okay, so let's look at what we have from this deck. You have here the Vigilance, looking for opportunities, keep going, don't quit, make your own luck, the path is lit. So again, I'm kind of getting this delay feel here, because there's this delay, and maybe some of you are looking for a job and you're kind of about to quit, that okay, nothing's gonna happen. Well, you have the message here, keep going, don't quit, the path is lit, and maybe you have to make your own luck, reconnect with whatever the initial goal was. And you also have here the construct, the Tower of Power, corporate, high rank, build, banking, pinnacle on top. What is important here is the ranking being on top, which we talked about. Is some of you might be skipping a couple of steps, and you kind of fast forwarded to a different role. Obviously, some of you might be working in a banking industry. What's really important is that you kind of increasing your stepping up on the corporate ladder. Again, you can kind of see here that you need to keep going, because you're gonna be on the top. So that's all I have for you. I hope that you enjoyed this reading, and I'll be able to welcome you again. And I want to wish all of you happy holidays and a very happy new year.